Hello, good morning. We are watching Kronig-Penney model and the remaining part of this Kronig-Penney model we are continuing here. So after the substitution of value of psi, d psi by dx and d square psi by dx square, we are solving two equations and those are d square mu by dx square plus twice I k d mu by dx plus alpha square minus k square mu is equals to 0. And second equation for this is for the first region, that is for 0 less than x less than a, and this is for the second region, that is minus b less than x less than 0. So we have two equation number 8 and equation number 9 for region first and for region second. Then again the solution of this equation, the solution of this equation means equation 8 and equation 9, okay, are two equations, two solutions, that is mu1 is equals to a into e to the power I minus k, alpha minus k, and here suffix I, e to the power I alpha minus k into x plus b e to the power minus I alpha plus k into x. This is the first equation, first solution of the equation, and this must be 0, equation number 10. Okay, and mu2 is equals to c e to the power here beta minus ik into x plus d e to the power minus beta plus ik into x is equals to 0, equation number 11. So we have the two solution of equation 8 and 9. Mu1 is equals to e to the power I alpha minus kx plus e to the power minus I alpha plus kx, and mu2 is equals to c e to the power beta minus ikx plus d e to the power minus beta plus ik into x for the second region, where this a, b, c, d are the constant. A, b, c, d are constant. Okay. So the wave function psi and its derivative d psi by dx are single valued and continuous functions. Means this wave function is the single valued and continuous. This is the characteristic of psi. That means d psi by dx, this is the derivative. Firstly psi. So this mu1 of x is equals to 0, means value of mu1 at x is equals to 0 is equals to value of mu2 at x is equals to 0, means value of mu1 and mu2 becomes same. So therefore its derivative, that is d mu1 by dx at x is equals to 0 is equals to d mu2 by dx at x is equals to 0. Okay, if the two functions are same, means here wave function psi and its derivative are single valued and continuous. This is the characteristics of wave function or the physical significance of wave function, means this psi is the single valued and continuous function. So therefore its value for both the term, which means x is equals to 0, mu1 is equals to x is equals to 0 for the mu2 becomes same. So this is the equation number 12. Okay, and this is for x is equals to 0, and therefore mu1 for x is equals to a is equals to mu2 at x is equals to a again, means the value of x at is equals to 0 for both the term becomes same, and value at x is equals to a have the same. So therefore derivative again d mu1 by dx at x is equals to a is equals to d mu2 by dx at x is equals to a. So this is another equation, that is the 13 number equation. So the application of this boundary condition to equation 10 and 11, so gives, when we apply this boundary condition on equation 10 and 11, we get the two equations. First equation is a plus b is equals to c plus d, because this mu1 is equals to mu2. So mu1 is equals to mu2, we get the both terms is cancel and we get a plus b is equals to c plus d, because this x has the 0 value for the first boundary condition and e to the power 0 means 1. So therefore we get first equation a plus b is equals to c plus b. Second equation for the this x is equals to 0 means for the derivative of this mu1 and mu2. So derivative as the e to the power I alpha minus kx means e to the power I k. E to the power I k is the derivative. So therefore we get second equation for this one, e to the power I alpha minus k, e to the power I alpha minus k minus b I alpha plus k. Because we are solving this d mu1 means differentiating this mu1, we get e to the power I alpha minus k into x. This is a function of x, okay, and the derivative of this is I alpha minus k. This is I alpha minus k and derivative same, but we are going to here 0 side, so that's why e to the power alpha minus k becomes cancel, and minus here minus sign to minus b e to the power I alpha plus k. Then again third equation for this that is third equation for mu1 x is equals to a, we get a e to the power I alpha minus k into a, we are taking x is equals to a, plus b e to the power I alpha plus k into a, okay, is equal to mu1 is equals to mu2 for x is equals to a, then again c e to the power beta minus ik into a and plus d e to the power minus beta plus ik into a. So this is the third number equation for the third boundary condition, and then last d mu1 by dx at x is equals to a, we get the long term. So this long term we write directly because we have no more time period that we are solving this equation. So therefore this total equation is a I alpha minus k into e to the power I alpha minus k into a minus bi alpha plus k e to the power minus I alpha plus k into a is equal to c beta minus ik into e to the power minus beta minus ik b minus d beta plus ik e to the power beta plus ik into b. So these are the four terms after applying the boundary conditions. Okay, so we have to take this term. So we have to take this term in the form of matrices form. So after putting this term in the matrices form, so these four equations have the non-zero solutions only if the determinant of the coefficient a, b, c, d vanishes. That is, we are taking these four equations in the form of matrix and the solution is non-zero solution. So that's why we are taking this in the form of matrices. So this matrices form means non-zero solutions. So that's why we are taking matrices. That is first 1, 1 and 1 again. The matrices form, first one is the here. These are the coefficient 1, 1, 1, 1. Second coefficient I alpha minus k. I alpha minus k. Second is the minus I alpha plus k. Then third one beta minus ik. And fourth coefficient minus beta plus ik. Then third e to the power I alpha minus ka. E to the power I alpha minus k into a. Second is the e to the power I alpha plus k into a. Here e to the power minus beta minus ik into b. And next e to the power beta plus ik into b. And last coefficient I alpha minus k to the power I alpha minus k into a. That is I alpha minus k e to the power I alpha minus k into a. Second term minus I alpha plus k e to the power minus I alpha plus k into a. Third condition beta minus ik e to the power minus beta minus ik into b. And last one minus of beta plus ik e to the power beta plus ik into b. So these are the four coefficients which are putting in the matrices form, and we complete this matrices. Okay. So after putting this matrices form, we are solving this matrix, and the solution of this matrix is in the form of solving the determinant. So we get this matrices solution is in the form, the solution of this matrices we get beta square plus alpha square divided by twice beta alpha sin h beta b into sin alpha a plus cos h beta b into cos alpha a is equals to cos k a plus b. So this is the equation number 14. The solution of this matrices form. Okay. So after that we are solving again. We have two parts of these equations. Means we are taking in 2 lectures for this chronic pending model. We will see in the next class after that.